Okay. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? My apologies for starting the stream late. I went to sleep the moment I came home from work, so that's why the stream's starting so late. Like an hour and 20 minutes behind. Like I dozed off immediately when I went to work. I mean, came home. They told us, "Hey yo, come in at 9 tomorrow. You ain't gotta come in at 8." I took that as a sign to get more sleep. And that's what I did. So now I just woke up. I woke up around 11:12 when I checked my phone. I was like, "Oh snap, gotta start stream." I could have been like, you know what, let's skip a day, but I was like, nah, I don't have the privilege to skip a day. So hopefully, my apologies. Hopefully, I can get as much done tonight within the hour. I got 3 days. It's gonna be two once 4 o'clock in the morning hit. So let's get right into it.
Kappa! Kappa! Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki! Traveler! Finally, you're back!
Hello.
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground.
Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Hello to anyone and everyone who's watching right now. Hello, hello.
How is he, Mizuki? It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Kappa, oh, please don't die.
No. It was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sarah, what is the status of the other contestants and staff?
Anyway, I almost forgot. How's y'all day today?
Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is... Wait. What is it, Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand.
Did I
Considering
tell
your
you?
history with
Tell me
nightmares,
what.
you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the truth, perhaps Doshin Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
Oh my goodness, we're doing the investigative bubble thoughts again. It's been so long since we've actually done this. I know some people found this to be like irritating to do back when it was back in Sumeru, but like I hard disagree because this right here, in my opinion, makes the story feel more interactive for the player because instead of just watching stuff play out, you're actually engaging in the story by actually, putting together the pieces of how something happened. You got to actually sit there and think about it. I completely guessed that on the spot. Okay, later.
Kappa is made of wood?
They replaced that nigga. That's crazy.
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Where did you get a copy of Sea Dream? That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
No better. Was it Farina?
It's a Bakeganeki tail!
You're telling me we didn't notice those two things? No, not anything in Genshin? Oh. Then I don't know what it is then. Is it your birthday? Possibly.
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Kinkaku. Gankaku. Oh snap, these niggas' names are Kinkaku and Ginkaku? Ooh, no, Kinkaku. Ginkaku. Ooh, almost had a freaking Naruto reference about to spill out my tongue. No, my birthday is April. Then I don't know what it is. You're gonna have to tell me. I'm too tired to do guessing games.
They're getting away!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
And leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
Them niggas hit the splits and dash. This is freaking hilarious. You know, while I'm at it, I think I need to rewrite parts of my script or add on to parts of my script. I'll probably add another question.
Okay, Tanuki, those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them! Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bake Tanuki tricks?
I thought to myself, maybe I should sprint through this or run around it, but it's like, it's such a cakewalk thing.
Nothing's working. The humans are catching up.
Little rascals! Stop running!
I mean, you can if it's something private.
You wish!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize us!
The wind rises.
You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm on fire.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires!
Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires! 3 of them! We'll show them, stupid.
Oh, it's them right there. So it wasn't them niggas.
Squall and Fury. Ha!
F all this.
Ouch! Transform! They're gone again! No, what are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick?
I wonder if I would have been able to find them if they were. No. I know they aren't like Naruto references. The only reason I said that is because their names sounded similar to those two. What was it? Those reanimated shinobi. And I was like, oh snap, is that what their names are? But then I was like, hold up, this is not the same names. Yeah, let me read. And they are famous Japanese shrine references that Naruto also made. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna lie, those two twins in Naruto, they were kind of infamous. Also, on top of that, I did like the fact that what's his name was Darui? I think that was the character's name, Darui. He had such a sick moment where he was like, he was kind of like Shikamaru a little bit. He was also, man, what a drag. No, he's oh, this is so dull. I ain't gonna lie, he was probably one of the coolest black characters I've seen in anime. Honestly, he felt like he was a Bleach character from the way he looked. Oh, also, let me check something right quick. Dun, dun, dun,
We're almost rid of them.
Oh, snap. I ain't gonna. I'm thinking about using Kudrosaro more.
A Tengu!
Tengu was flying. Tengu is a cheater.
Oh my goodness, I looked at my phone for a split second. When did she start flying? Hold up. Let me go backwards in time. When did she fly? Hold up. Oh, congratulations, Don. Good job and good luck to you. Hopefully you make it last long. Hold on, I'm looking back at the cutscene right now. I thought it was like some cool looking cutscene of her like falling into the sky, falling from the sky, or some shit. It was whatever.
Tengu, why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai.
Oh, they don't F with the humans. Okay, I see the motivation. Oh, also, yeah. So I watched this video today from Vars 2, the dude called Vars. I posted his video in the Genshin channel on both servers, and after watching the video, like there was one thing in his video that I hard disagree with, especially the framing of it, because I know that he misunderstood that information about Malvika's skill description. Well, it wasn't even just the skill description. Homeboy said that, oh, Shalona has said if Malvika had this bike in another world, she'd have to have a license plate or some crap. And I was like, no, Shalona isn't the one who says that. That doesn't make any sense. Why would Shalona say that versus like the Traveler? It makes way more sense for the Traveler to say that than Shalona. Last time I checked, Shalona doesn't have no information about other worlds. Now, what was another thing he had said in his video? Another thing he said in his video is that Seat Lolly, he made the argument that Seat Lolly does not fit in Natland because of her, because Hoyo was pushing her like bookworm, closed, bookworm otaku type personality first in her character trailers versus her actual character. And I was like, and his comparison that he was making between this character and another character, he was making the comparison between Hu Tao and her. And I was sitting here thinking to myself, was like, bro, what are you talking about? We met Seat Lolly before she had her own character trailer and character teaser. We met her before those things were even released. We met her in the story in Act 3. And we got to interact with her and see this side of her personality. Then they started showing the other side of it with her love for like books and light novels and whatnot. And how she interacts with people in her tribe, and even how she interacts with Auroron. So it's like, what are we talking about? This is a bad argument to make. Or even, not just a bad argument, but a bad comparison. Saying that Hu Tao, who is way better or fits her nation because of the way she dressed and because of her behavior, and we learn more about her because she has more depth. But then in the same breath, you're saying that Seat Lolly has no depth in her character, and your reasoning for why she doesn't have any depth in her character is because of the fact that they pushed her bookworm, otaku clothes shut-in and behavior through her trailers. And it's like, did we watch the same trailers? Excuse you? And bro, he even sat here and said that her like living pillow doesn't fit like Genshin's aesthetic. And I was like, I can understand what you were saying about the technology thing, because I won't lie, because this is something I guess come to realize in terms of like, because this is something that I think is absolutely true about Natland. Natland had poor setup and poor execution. This is something I agree with this POV as of currently right now. But when he sat here and said that living pillow that she flies on makes no sense in Genshin's world. I was like, bro, are we forgetting that gaming, the Chinese leeway lion dancer, his idol animation has him in having a back and forth with his lion dancing thing, and I can't tell if it's. I'm more than likely it's not technology. I'm assuming that it's a elemental and manifestation, but Homeboy has that thing flying around with him in his idol animation, and then he uses it in combat as well. What are we talking about that it doesn't fit Genshin's aesthetics? That don't make no sense. And there was this other thing that because what was his name? Tenchi had made this point, and I was like, you know what? I think that is what is happening. They were like, oh well, in every other nation before, like let's say, from every nation from Mondstadt, Liyue, and Inazuma, there was like this traditional style in their character designs. But then we go to like Sumeru and no, he didn't make this point. Well, I think he made a similar point. But when it goes to like Fontaine and Sumeru, there was like a push for more like modern like style of clothing in Genshin. And the reason why people find it off-putting because the modern style before in like let's say Mondstadt, Liyue, and Inazuma, it was more like in the background, but the traditional was in the foreground. But now it seems like they've done the switching. They switched those things around, and now it's the modern in the foreground and the tribal or the traditional in the background in terms of character design. And I was like, I do agree with that, but I don't think that's a bad thing though. In my opinion, I don't think that's a bad thing. And because of the fact that when we go to Snezhnaya, right? If you're thinking about traditional clothing that people of Snezhnaya are gonna wear, more than likely they're not gonna wear traditional clothing. We've gotten a taste of what their clothing looks like, and it looks pretty freaking modern. So I don't know who's going to make complaints about Snezhnayan characters designs, especially after the fact that we saw the what was that teaser trailer? Before we even went to Sumeru, we saw how the Fatui dressed. Every last Fatui member dresses in a modern like style of clothing. So it's like they dress in a more modern style of clothing than traditional style of clothing. I think it's just simple fact of like they just wanted to like flex that the world of Genshin is not just restricted to traditional clothing. It's encompasses a lot of things. It's not just it's just traditional stuff. My bad for my rant.
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans!
Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home.
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans? He's not talking about the game development, is he?
Shogun even forced Great Baku Yokai to work all night!
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
Stay back!
Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
No need. I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement? These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now. A world of despair and fear, where enemies lurk at every turn, devoid of even a single shred of light.
Now this is really interesting.
So they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
I may have a solution to the problem.
Truly?
Yes, let me flex my abilities. If the nightmares come from the abyss...
What are you doing? No, don't!
Oh, wow.
The humans are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
You know, I was thinking that maybe this stuff is related to the abyss. I was thinking that 2 streams ago, but I didn't want to say it until I was like proven right or proven wrong. Like, it makes absolute sense because like in Ochkanatland, for example, there's like this warrior running around beating up or defeating like abyss those abyss eyeball flower thingies, and he's kind of, it feels like he's sleepwalking or he's like deranged. He's like, leave this place, da 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 blah, 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 and he's doing all the other crazy stuff.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
What's up, Julian? How you doing?
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
How you doing?
Order of the Shogun. We ought to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Okay, so the dream started going crazy now. You need like $30 for March 7th skin now? Really? You gotta pay for her skin now? Well, actually, you know, that kind of makes sense. But like $30 is wild.
Why so hasty? We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey, you know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans. And...
The festival for humans, and humans alone. The yokai have had their fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die.
Monkeys? Excuse you, nigga? Yo, watch yourself. This is not about to turn into a freezer moment. We're not having that. Oh my goodness, I tried to do the freaking Japanese freezer voice with that freaking cackle that mother ever do. Some people are just mad because they didn't get it because they didn't join the game when they were giving her out for free. Okay, that's a fault on them. You can't really, that is the fault of them. You can't, that's not fair to blame the devs for that. Granted, if they just kept the outfit for free to obtain just for free throughout, just, you know, just as it was, then that would have been a better choice than forcing people to spend money for it. But at the same time, if it's for a limited time for you to get that skin, you need to hop in and get it, especially if it's a free skin. Just hop in and get it, especially if you're not someone who plays the game all the time and you just want to get your collectibles. Go get your collectible. That's like me complaining over the fact that, oh, I didn't finish the Lantern right and get homegirl Cheng Li's new skin. Right? I should have, basically that sounds like I should have did it when I had the chance to do it. Simple stuff. And I just remembered another thing from Var's video that I hard disagreed with. As I said earlier about the whole, he was like, oh, Hu Tao has more depth and blah blah blah, because she had her character demo teaser and her character trailer focused on her character, while in the same breath he was saying that Seat Lolly didn't have those things, when See, Lolly had those exact same things, and the exact same amount of depth to her character. He also made an argument for Varissa not having any depth to her character at all, despite the fact the only thing we know about Varissa right now is her drip marketing. Of course, we didn't meet her in the story at all, and no character has mentioned her yet, unless it's like a voice line. That depends on whoever the character is, though. Like, it makes way more sense to say that about Varissa, or Varissa, however you pronounce her name, than Seat Lolly. It's like, bro, what are you yapping about? I do think the skins are severely overpriced. The Genshin skins are the only ones that suckered me into getting them. Okay, valid. you right. They're a flop because they waited for 3.2 for them to change some stuff. Yeah, it is a stupid move. It is stupid to make the complaint, because of course there's like two sides to the argument. It's like one side is like, well, it is overpriced, and it's like, yeah, we can be upset about that, but at the same time, you had a month worth of time to get it for free. You telling me you didn't have no time throughout the course of a month to log in one time just to be like, okay, let me get this skin and get out, bro? To me, it's like, granted, if you didn't want to feel like playing the game for a month, that's cool. But like, you can't get upset at the fact that you didn't get something in time when you actively didn't log in for a month and chose not to. More than likely, because you probably have the excuse of, oh, well, I had stuff to do. You had something to do every day for every hour of the day for 4 weeks straight. What were you doing for all that time? What did you have to do that covered your entire day base? For example, Wuwa, bro, and all them limited time events that's going on in Wuwa right now, my guy, I have not touched them. Simply because I haven't unlocked the other stuff, so I don't want to like hop into doing events. And knowing that those events aren't permanent either, so it kind of sucks. Most of those events aren't permanent at all. But it's kind of interesting, because people sit there and say, oh, Genshin, they didn't make things permanent. Well, Wuwa ain't making shit permanent either, at least from what I've seen. I haven't seen any permanent limited time event content be made, but I could be entirely wrong though.
No, how could they do that?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
Oh, for anyone who plays Genshin, obviously, I'm going to ask y'all this question. And do y'all think it is a problem that the Genshin character designs have pushed more towards a modern-like feel and aesthetic to them, with like the traditional form of it being like more so like the background piece of it, or like the background aesthetic of their design? Right? Or do you prefer the traditional style being in the front with a little bit of modern stuff being in the background? Because I know, because without a doubt, like I said earlier, without a doubt, I believe that Snezhnaya will look just as modern, or look like one of the most modern looking places in the whole game. I do believe that, even if it's covered in snow. We already got a peep of what one of their buildings look like, and their technology as well.
What? What is that? Ah!
Hey, are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on! We're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same thing happened to all of them?
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak.
You know what? Hold up. I just had another realization. Well, it is a realization, actually. The people who say that Genshin has bad storytelling in the exact same way as Star Rail, but then when you actually go play any quest in Genshin, You get multiple different. Because I said this before multiple times. You get different camera angles. They shift camera angles. They even like shift like the tone of the camera of what's going on to fit what they're trying to do for the storytelling. It's like I don't really agree with the idea that Genshin storytelling is not better than Star Rails. It is way better than Star Rails, but every stretch of the fucking word.
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so upset.
Granted, we all know Zenless Zone Zero got the best storytelling method. I freaking love that shit. It's awesome. And I know hold up, I need to correct myself. What was? Cause I know I said I was gonna stream Zenless 2 days of the week, but like this event is gonna end soon, so I had to clutch it. So I guess this entire week may be Genshin, and then Saturday and Sunday probably be Star Rail and Zenless. That depends on what happens. Let me read. People that say Genshin is bad story are just haters. The biggest reason I got hooked on Genshin was because of the story. Well, obviously the story. Like, hey, I don't think what I've seen. Granted, no. Let me correct myself. Hold on. Let me say this. The thing is, people have been like lumping in story and storytelling as one thing when they criticize Genshin's story. Because the thing they're criticizing the most is the storytelling of Genshin, the execution of how they tell the story. Right, that's the main gripe that they have. But like, if you compare it to Star Rail, Star Rails is way worse in every sense of the word. You got full blown black screens half the time when they want to like talk about something, but like they don't give no visual to it, and it's a rare. It's probably like this 1 in 10 chance that you'll get a visual showing something, and then you'll have like an animation here or there, but like the gap of animation is like 2 gaps from each other. Granted, the same can be said about the same thing can be said about Genshin and Zenless. But it is, in my opinion, executed way better in both of those games than Star Rail. Because I can guarantee someone's probably used the argument, well, back in Sumeru, what was her name? Nahida had a black screen, but like it was only for like a brief moment because her eyes were closed and she was in her head thinking to herself, self-deprecating. And then the screen, she opened her eyes and then boom, the traveler was in front of her trying to break through that physical mental wall she had. They had a chat back and forth, and then stuff moved on from there.
Boss Tama will eat us.
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away, and then they won't come.
Oh, also, I'm about to hit 130 subscribers. Yay! Woo! Love to see that. I don't know how it happened, but it happened though. Gotta respect the grind. Another what? Was it 8, 7? Yeah, another 70 subscribers. I'll be at 200 subs. And we'll see if that happens.
But how do we get into the festival?
Boss Toma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
They could make the skins like $5 or $10 because people don't really use that version of March. Yeah, no one really used Preservation March at all. At least from how you tell me, no one really uses her. But yeah, the skins being like $5 or $10 is a better compromise. What did I say? Did I say compromise? Compromise is way better. That's what it should be.
Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
Where are we?
Huh? The nightmare is gone. You purified it.
Just my way of dealing with the abyss.
Humans! And a bunch of yokai! The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Oh, that explains all the boss tome of this and boss tome of that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second. Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. Paimon can't believe we missed something so suspicious. Oh, you're saying Paimon's deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
Stop it right now. They're doing that thing again where they're flip-flopping Paimon's intelligence. I freaking hate it. You know, it's so crazy. Before I didn't care about that. Now I care. Well, over the course of since last year till now, I give a F about this. Because to me, it's just like, oh, this is just Paimon being Paimon. But no, they're deliberately doing this on purpose by flip-flopping her intelligence, and I hate it. I do. I can't believe there's like I can't believe this is something I really hate about Paimon. It's just her flip-flop of intelligence. It was crazy. It's not even really her fault. It's the freaking writer's fault. Oh. Yo, anyone watching right now? I'll say this. Hold up, let me read real quick. Damn, Monster Hunter Wilds launched, failed. I know, US, it's midnight. The game should be available. Oh, that sucks. That sucks to hear. Because a lot of people have been hyping up the game. And they've been waiting for it. Also, let me speed read. Another thing. Yo, does it not feel like Natlan's Act 5 was written by a different individual? Because the Lantern Rite that we just had felt it was written really well. And then when it comes down to even this feels like it's written really well. For how they execute certain things. Even certain characters. So it's like, who in the F wrote Act 5? And if Act 5 was not written by another individual, but was written by the same individual that wrote the Lantern Rite and this as well, I can only think of one thing. Where was your energy at? Where was that skill at of writing for Natland Act 5 that you put into these two limited time event stories? Where was it?
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Danuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains. I will handle the meeting with Ioroi myself.
Alright, later. Good night. Enjoy your gameplay.
Too slow.
Behold!
Ioroi, we're back!
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep? Shogun, I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
It would have been so much cooler if they actually just had this man be animated, have a full-blown body and whatnot, rather than being a statue. Because then people would end up loving this dude anyway. It would be like a cool side character people like. because how he behaves and how he's like his body does XYZ.
All is well, Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a Naku weed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two, Yashiori Island style.
Oh my goodness.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
Oh, it's Ioroi! The humans really did kill you!
Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead!
Not dead? The Kitsune spoke the truth?
This smell is Ioroi! Ioroi is alive!
Ioroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Kinkaku, and Tetsunosuke! You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kabuna Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Baketanuki Tsukumo taught us, by digging a hole in the ground!
That's when we uncovered a horn filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Baketanuki Gichiro made manifest.
Oh.
It restored our power, and then we made the human go, oh, ching, chung, yeah.
Oh, and by ting tune, yeah. You mean?
We tricked him and ran.
So, you didn't actually beat him up at all?
Anyway, why you hate Sampo so much? Because Sampo is a clown, bro. I don't know how Star sits there and defend that man.
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares? The reason the Baketanuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare, using its power to hide would spread the nightmare to them. That means the Baketanuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500 years.
Ha! I could have told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external power is against the Tanuki path.
We strayed from the path?
Tell Star.
But
Spark,
the
I don't
horn
care.
helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai were present on the land in question. Whether we avoid encroaching on yokai territory altogether, or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh, really?
Wait, that is what the humans said back then, isn't it?
By order of the Shogun, if yokai live here, we need to discuss the proposal.
Ginkaku Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellow Fur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Oh, actually, no. These names are the exact same names. I was wrong the first time. Kinkaku, Ginkaku. Yeah, this is how they pronounced it in Naruto, didn't they? But of course, there's supposed to be a reference to shrine things in Japan.
Besides, the Baketanuki were only sealed away back then because Ioroi stole that comb.
Yoroi, it's a thief? Yoroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know it was used to make sacred Sakura Daifuku? I gave it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
I feel like that red element for the fire should have been like a really red, fiery type color, and not this bright red color. It should have been it should have had a bit shadier, a darker shade of red to it. But fire has always been like this orange color in Genshin, so I can't really be too mad about it. But I feel like the orange just feel like it just blends too much into his outfit and doesn't make his outfit pop like every other element did.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
It was a 500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Yeah, nice way to comfort them, my guy.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Yoroi!
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
Wow, the mind of a Bake Danuki is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
I'll put Sparkle in the ground. Stop it. She's not doing nothing with that gun.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
Tainted by darkness, the Oni warrior raised her sword against the almighty shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within.
Wait, she did that one-handed? Oh, that's with only one arm? That's crazy. With the body, what they said, the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent? I ain't gonna lie, that sounds like some beast of apocalypse, the beast of the apocalypse. That spoke about in the Bible. That's what that sounds like to me. But yeah.
Thus she earned the name Chiyo the Tiger Bite, or Tora Chiyo.
I don't think Chiyo would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no longer distinguish dream from reality.
Yep, they start cutting down and killing niggas around them.
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bake Danuki. That means the fragment on the horn comes from Chiyo's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure, an earthbound spirit. They move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right when we were having fun with the playtesting.
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies.
Like right now?
When Chio set her sights on a target, she was never one to waver.
Oh.
But both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated, and an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
Nope, here we go.
There's really no other way?
Mikoshi Chio is gone. A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Bro, I swear on everything. How is it that the Archon deemed back in the day to be the worst written Archon turns out after all this time through not just the Archon quest and her story quest, both story quests, Acts 1 and 2, but even through limited time event stuff, they've proven that that A has had drastic character development over the course of what? Inazuma, Sumeru, Fontaine, now Natlan. So 2 going on 3 years now. But most people wouldn't know that, unfortunately. Kyla, why you do that to the Sparkle plushie? To the Sparkle plush. I ain't do nothing to that plushie. You can't prove it. And this is like, bro, they should have just done this with Mavuika. I don't understand why they didn't. It's like they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. And have this chick be like, oh, well, I'm a tough chick. I'm not going to show my emotions. Even though there's like even moments where it's like you can say like, oh, this is emotional.
Who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Danuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Danuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary... oh, no. A 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
All right, later. Peace.
Miko, you speak the truth?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive travels.
Well, Oh!
They're bullshitting. They are BSing right now.
Yes. During my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
I've seen that happen before too. These niggas are lying. So they could trick A. He's like, no, go let A go do her thing. Cut that damn thing down.
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
The Yumekui Baku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, Why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
Is that even possible?
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere!
Dummy, she's talking about you.
Maybe they're hiding as trees? Or the wind?
Fools! The kitsune is clearly referring to the Bakedanuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Given their centuries-long connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Oh, she just usually doesn't compliment me to my face. But Miko's right. If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us, we have two formidable warriors on our side. Our festival representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. If we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
The solution to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness, then naturally a joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure. An enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
So, if we want to lure it out...
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler, I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual. I'll need your help, Mizuki. It's going to be a busy night.
Looks like an all-nighter for me.
Well, this was your idea. Oh, and don't forget, you need to finish a little fox's daydream as well.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
Okay. So for anyone watching right now, I gotta go deal with my dog because I think he needs to walk. He needs to go outside and use the bathroom. So I need to go do that. And while I'm going to do that, y'all can just like look at whatever going on in the background. All that. What else? What else should I put it? All right, BRB.
Relax. 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 Relax.
Okay, I'm back.
Relax.
Well, Eoroi, as I see it, you've been punished long enough. It's about time you were released.
Released? I can do that myself anytime I want. This statue keeps me warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Don't interfere.
Yoroi is the best!
Besides, the seal's power is almost gone. What I really want is for you to help me give that sneaky kitsune a piece of my mind.
Eoroi, she's already...
Not so fast. I won't be fooled by your tricks again. Whatever you were about to say, she can tell me herself, instead of sending some young kitsune to hoodwink me.
Oh. Oh, that's sad. He's referring to the kitsune friend that that was A's friend, the white-haired kitsune, the one who was defending Inazuma while Raiden Shogun left to go to Conria to chase after her sister. Homegirl came back and her homie died, or she fell into the black abyss or something like that. I can't remember what it was. One of those things.
Great yokai really wasn't forced to work all night?
That's right. It was my choice.
Why does great yokai have to work?
I suppose it's just the price of becoming a great yokai.
Great yokai? Gingaku is sad for you.
Squall and Fury.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me. I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come. One more thing. Thank you.
How long am I streaming for? I think I've been streaming for about an hour, right? Pretty sure. I'm thinking about whether or not if I should end the stream here, because tomorrow's Friday, and since, well, technically today is Friday now, and since it's Friday, it makes way more sense to binge the stream at a longer point for a longer period of time on a Friday than, you know, doing it now, because right now is not a good time. What do I need to do right now? Well, we're on the final act, which is good. I mean, I can just binge the whole final act later today. Apparently this event right here is bad. Well, not apparently. I heard the reasons for why it's bad. Kind of crazy that they don't give a free character for completing it or nothing like that. Kind of like, that's a little iffy. I'll bring out those limited time event things another time. There's 25 days left for this. And look at that, Amber and Ching Cho came back on the map again, meaning that they're cycling through the things again. Oh, they didn't put every character with the antidote thing? So that means... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, because I thought every character in the game had an antidote, but apparently not. It's just certain characters. Which means that means the entire roster is not having that, which is perfect because then I can just go walk up to them. I'm thinking that maybe I should just like engage. Oh wow, look at that, 2 of them right here. There's Kaza. So right now there's already 3 on the map here. Where's another one? No one's in Mondstadt, really? Shin Village looks completely empty. The Chasm looking empty. Sumeru looking mad empty. Maybe I read that antidote thing wrong. Because it showed on the map that those characters were there. Amber was there. But what about that dude Ching Cho though? Maybe it's like a streamline thing. If I interact with one of them, I have to streamline it and activate and interact with the rest of them. That's probably what that is, right? Let me look at it again. You know, seek out and by following the character marked on the... Okay, so I thought they were there though. Interesting. Okay. Actually, no. I got time. Let me go see. Let's go interact with the characters who have antidotes in Inazuma right now. One of them being Amber. So we're gonna go yap with Amber for a little bit. I hope she has some voice line. It'll really suck if she doesn't. I was talking about something, but I can't remember what I was going to say. Okay, she must be upstairs then. Okay, she's probably over here then. No. Then where is Amber? Is she over here?
Squall Fury.
Well, she's probably on the ground level then.
Too slow.
Nope, no matter what I do, it just leads me back up here. But she's not here. It says that she's directly in front of me. It says that she's here. Hold up. Let me see something. How am I supposed to interact with them?
Behold.
I can't interact with something that's not here. Unless she's in the building itself. You know what? Hold up. That's probably where she is. She's probably inside the building. That's the only thing that makes any type of sense. And she's not even in the building. Ain't that a surprise? Okay, so if I can't find Amber, let's go talk to homegirl. What's her face? We're gonna talk to the other one and see what happens. Wait a minute. Is that even Amber? Why did it like Gami? I could be wrong. No, it's Zhongli. I thought that was Amber. Hold up. That motherfucker sitting right here, and I ran past them. I'm so stupid. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his voice, so this antidote isn't hitting as hard. I was about to say, I thought he was gonna say something related to New Valette with the whole, oh, I need to get water for my tea nonsense. So it's as simple as that. I thought it was gonna be like some animated cutscene type thing. Maybe it's the antidote changes between characters of how they, you know, present them. That's probably what happens, right? Shinha is over here somewhere.
Too slow.
Oh, snap.
Long was the road, and treacherous the way. As we guarded our clients, many trials and tribulations did we endure. Are you mad at me for only returning to see you now?
How could I be? I just... As clouds by morning, as rain by night, I dwell ever in the mountain's sight. Though we could not meet, I thought of you every single day we were apart.
Oh, May.
These niggas aren't infatuated. Shinha's just like,
Hey there, Shinha! Oh, he was just saying that we haven't been to One Min restaurant in a while. We've got time today, so we decided to swing by for some lunch. Is Chef Mel not in today?
it's a shame. She don't have a voice either.
Really? What can you cook then?
Nothing.
Awesome! Those are some of our favorites. That's right! Paimon, the great gourmand and taster of countless delicacies, is here to give you some tips today.
I think they called her that last time she was here.
Whoa, the veggies got chopped in a heartbeat. That's the traveler for ya. Hang on. Isn't the flame a bit too high? Oh, hey, Shenhe! Smoke's pouring out from beneath the stove!
Oh my goodness, girl.
Wait. Why'd you freeze over the stove, too? Huh? This tastes surprisingly good. The chili chicken's taken on a whole new texture after being flash frozen. Have we discovered a new dish by accident? Delicious!
That animation for her eating is freaking crazy.
Hello there. Are you open for business right now?
Oh, looks like more customers are starting to show up. Guess she should get back to work, Shenhe.
Sunset Red Tours. You sure a name like that will bring in clients?
Aw, come on. We can work on the name later. What I'm telling you is that sending your elderly family out on tours is a thing youngsters do to show their filial piety nowadays, so they say. It's a business opportunity not to be missed. Sorry, could we order, please?
Are you interested in Sunset Red Tours?
Ahem. Good miss, our name is, in truth, Senior Joy Tours. The go-to choice for all filial young folks looking to treat their parents or grandparents.
Ah, yes. And here's the itinerary.
Cloud Retainer might like that. Okay, so I just did 2 that was in leeway. The only other one is Kazuha laying over there. Fortunately, I can't just teleport. Yeah, I can. I'm gonna go yap with Kazuha and then we're gonna see what happens. Why am I at it?
All right, let's go.
Quit following me. Behold!
Says he should be here.
It's finally time for the festival. Hopefully everything goes okay. Do you think everyone completed their games?
fury.
Wait a minute. It says he's here, but like there's no other place to enter from. It says he's right there, right here. But he's not here. At all. Could be entirely wrong. Homeboy probably here hiding somewhere. Or probably gotta take a seat or something like that. Or touch this. There's no sit down function. Let's zoom about. Look at that. I'm running around finding new stuff 4 years after the fact. I've never seen that treasure chest there, and I've never seen that there either. Should I add another element, or should I just keep it like this? Nah, we'll just keep it like this.
Where have you been hiding?
Oz, reveal thy... Enhanced animal mod...
Behold!
Absorption test.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Cry louder! The wind rises. Quit following me. Quit following Squall and Fury.
By royal decree. Animal test 6308.
Power that ended Python!
The wind rises. Search for it. You even want this?
Oh, it tells me. So he comes during the night. Okay. That makes sense. I should have noticed that. Just putting random things together.
Coming!
Oh, really, nigga? You think you're stronger? They won't even let me fight Kazuha. Yeah, we do need more human boss enemies. That's right. If they made every playable character in the roster boss enemy to fight, that'd be cool. Okay, so there go to Luke, Barbara, and Jean. Do I have time? No, that's Fischl and Noel. If these are going to be on here later on, and they don't like refresh, because if the antidotes work like this, if you do the antidotes that's on there, essentially you can just streamline and do every antidote without having to wait daily for the next one. Because it doesn't say anything about like it resets or anything day by day. It seems like it just like it don't matter. You can just interact with it whenever the F you want. Let me scroll around. Let me see if there's any antidotes. Okay, so I'm not seeing much antidotes. Also, the antidotes should be contained to just characters from Leeway and Mondstadt, and probably one from Inazuma, I think. But anyway, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna end the stream here. So, for everyone watching, appreciate you watching. Sub and all that other good stuff, and we'll be back here again tomorrow night or later tonight to finish out this Lantern Rite. Not Lantern Rite, but this Inazuma event. So goodbye and good night. Peace.